She burned her leg during a Zoom class and hid it from her husband. I'm a teacher, a kindergarten teacher, and I should know better. Right now, for some reasons, kindergarten is on Zoom. I teach from my dining room table because it is the best space with the best light. Unfortunately, there's a big sliding glass door in my dining room, and it's not one of those fancy double pane insulating ones either. Oh, and I removed the curtains months ago because I wanted all that sweet, sweet sunlight to illuminate my sweet, sweet teaching. So it's kind of cold. My feet are always freezing. Last night I asked my dear husband to please bring in the space heater from the garage so I could put it in the dining room to warm my piggies during Zoom kindergarten. Now, dear husband is really a dear, and I love him and he loves me, but sometimes he's a bit of a nag and a worrier, and the space heater lives in the garage because he hates it, always concerned that I'm going to burn the house down or the cat will set herself on fire. Still, because he loves me, he brought it in. And because he's a worrier and a nag, he reminded me this morning to keep it 3 feet away from furniture, upholstery, and the currently non-existent curtains. And for God's sake, be careful. And because I love him, I waited until he was out of the room before I rolled my eyes, tucked that bad boy under the table, and fired it up. Now this hot beast cycles on and off. It was getting me nice and toasty while we reviewed rhyming words. My feet stayed warm while we read The Mitten and cut out animal pictures. It shut off for a while when we were watching a Scholastic magazine video about Arctic animals, so by the time we finished, my tootsies were feeling the Arctic chill. I pulled the heater in just a little closer. The cat was into it too. I mean, I take full responsibility, but we were in this together. About halfway through measuring length with linking cubes, I felt like my legs were maybe a wee bit too hot, so I tucked my feet back under my chair. We wrapped up with a Jack Hartman video, count to 100 and exercise. And about an hour ago, I waved the kinders off for their asynchronous work time and got up to make myself some tea. Of course I turned the heater off. I'm careful like that. Plus, the cat was sitting closer than she probably should have. But as I sat down with my cuppa, I noticed a stinging sensation just below my right knee. I pulled my pant leg up and kids, I was shook. I have angry red splotches on the front of my leg and the beginnings of a blister. It is not pretty. And now that I look at it, it kind of hurts too. Folks, be careful with your space heaters. It was 3 feet away from anything combustible except for me and the cat. She's fine, but I'm slightly flame broiled, and I am not telling my husband. He would be kind and sympathetic, and he might even resist the urge to say I told you so, but he would never forget. So I'll be wearing knee-high socks to bed for a while until this heals. I'm an idiot. TLDR, Tifu, yup, today, by broiling my limb on a heater, and now I have to hide it because I, a grown-ass woman, can't bear to see my husband's pitying look and read the reproachful, but I warned you, in his eyes. Edit, sincere thanks to all who showed concern and gave treatment advice. It's several hours later, and the blister is about the size and shape of a large sunflower seed. I have about 6 similarly sized livid spots below it, and one a little larger. The total amount of injured skin is probably just over a square inch. I've treated it with aloe and vitamin E. I'm sending the heater back to the garage. The cat will be disappointed.